Here's some. Oh, you know what? Let me pull it up this way. So there was a rumor. What's his name? Yeah, this guy.
Big Dog.
You guys are into sports, so
we ain't into that sport.
But you would be more familiar with it than I.
You know who he is, yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah, we know A.E. Ant-Man.
All right, so Anthony Edwards. Oops. Basically, there's a rumor going around, and I found out that it was, from what I've been seeing, it's a rumor. But there's conversation about the idea of him. Oh, I guess there it is. Anthony Edwards embroiled in. Oh no, that's not it. That's not what I was talking about. But anyway,
if y'all in social media, you know what the fuck going on.
True facts.
Sugar Bone said I got out of there in 2 months. He was in my business too much.
See?
Oh, what? Molly said no at your house. Oh wow. Oh, okay, like manipulation thing. I got you. You saying being manipulative. I'm in school, so I ain't got no money. I don't got time to work.
Yeah. But guess what? When you start locking down them rules, like people fail to realize when you're an adult and motherfucker like Jerry Day, when he say he had to move back to his the crib. When your mother started being in your business too much, he was like, I bet I know exactly how to get this shit over.
Mom started talking about the lights need to be off.
Yep.
I just got off work.
Yes.
I'm supposed to walk around with the cell phone?
Yes. You see?
All right, bet. Don't even worry about it.
You know what that is, though? You know what that was for, right? Get your shit together and get the fuck out of my house.
Sugar Bomb. Sugar Bomb, is that controlling?
I'm trying to tell you. My mother Diffie. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? She just be doing stuff.
I know I'm fluent in speaking nigga. Jay, every day I think you is too, right?
Yeah.
And to me, nigga talk is when you talking about cutting off my lights and I just walked in the house, that means, nigga, hurry up, get your shit together and get out my crib. In a nice way.
To a degree, yeah, it could be.
That's nigga talk. Let's go. Hey, you been a month. Cut them lights off. Next is going to be, hey, you coming in here too late. Mine just got off work. I don't care. Get off work earlier.
You got the refrigerator light to light up the kitchen. Close my refrigerator.
Yeah, that's all nigga talk. This nigga talk right here.
Close my refrigerator.
Yes, that's what this going on.
Ma, I'm paying you for me to be here.
No, I don't care. You ain't paying. I don't want your money.
That confuses me. Right? Because I'm sure we all heard it. You don't got no keep the lights on money. You don't pay no bills, keep the lights off, whatever the case. You don't pay no bills in my house. So when you get older,
still my house,
and you start paying. So what was that manipulation tactic from the start?
That was the space.
You don't speak nigga. I just told you this. Spaces that's nigga talk. That's how you speak nigga. That's code for you. You need to hurry up, get of age, and get out my house. I want to walk around this bitch naked with whoever I want to be with. Get out my house. Essentially, that's a nice way of saying it for mothers.
No, sometimes as teenagers and young adults, people just be leaving shit on too.
Yeah, they do.
Like you turn that shit off.
Yeah, it's just nigga talk to me. That's just this we call speaking nigga.
You know,
DHPX says space is a little slow.
That's the 28, 29 year old.
I'm just saying, like
he gonna be in the crib for a minute.
If you gonna still. If you're going to hold it over my head when I don't have the ability to pay bills at 10 or 11, this is my house, you don't pay no bills. And then when I get to age and I'm still in the house 24 years old and I'm paying bills, you still say, and I'm paying bills, and you still say it. Yeah, or you're just looking for a power, like you just own a power trip.
You paying bills, but you ain't paying enough to get your own shit. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. You paying bills, yeah, you pay the light bill, right? But what about this gas bill? You know what I mean? What about this mortgage?
Yeah, that's the one.
You know what I mean?
Mortgage.
What about the insurance?
Yes.
Matter of fact, nigga, what about the taxes that come up once or twice a year that I got to pay on this shit? Hey, don't tell me about no little funky ass $200 light bill.
Told you.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I know I didn't say my nigga quota for the day. My bad.
What if he does pay the mortgage? Hypothetically.
Oh, so now your mama stay with you. You don't stay with your mama.
Technically, on paper, the house is in her name.
Cool. If you pay the mortgage, then you should be getting your own shit. It's
basically what it is.
That's it. Like, what? Why would I sit there and wait? You know, if it's really hurting my feelings, like, and continue paying the mortgage, you must be getting a good deal. The mortgage might be $600-$700. Market rent anywhere is probably $1,500-$1,600. You know what I mean? So guess what? You just getting a good deal. Don't be talking like you doing me a motherfucking service.
I'm saving you $700 a month.
And you saving yourself $1,000 a month. Don't act like you doing me no service. Go get your own shit. This my shit. This my shit. My name is on the motherfucker. You get some shit where your name is on there.
Tabernacle.
Yeah, this is my shit. So if you leave tomorrow, guess who's still responsible?
Preach.
Me. You know what I mean?
Preach.
Me.
Jay,
every day, no days off.
Preach.
No, DSP says Spaces they don't get it. I do get it. I'm just saying it's a manipulation tactic from the start. Is what I'm saying.
It's not a manipulation.
It is because you're saying I'm gonna put this is for me to encourage you to move out. That's what we've been saying this whole time.
Yeah.
Then get your own shit.
See, y'all don't get it.
No, I get what you. It's not manipulation. To me, it's like, well, we're equal. Like there's going to be a back and forth. No, this my shit. It's not. Get your shit, and then we ain't gonna have to have no back and forth. We're not equal. Yeah. I'm your parent. Yeah. Get the fuck on.
I agree with that.
Yeah, it's real simple. Like, ain't no back and forth. I don't give a fuck how much you done pay. You could pay it 10 years in advance. My name on this shit. This my shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not no back and forth.
Yeah, ain't no back and forth. You're not doing me no favor.
It's not a democracy. It's a dictatorship.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah. There you go.
You could even have bought the motherfucking house and I got the deed in my name.
Yeah.
My shit.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. It's not a back and forth.
Yeah.
Is it in reverse? Would it work in reverse if his name was on it, but the mother was paying bills?
Then I stay with you. Oh, but that's your mother, man. You can't talk.
Oh my God.
You know okay, well try talking to your mother crazy and see how it go.
Hey, I wouldn't recommend you that if you got a father.
I'm just saying, man, can we call
No, man, that's your mom's, man. You can't, you know what I'm saying? And what she say, man, you came out my ass. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? No diddy.
It's two people I wouldn't recommend that with. If you got a black mama or if you got a mama and a dad in the household, don't come at your mama like that because your daddy will fuck you clean up. Yeah. And your mama will fuck you clean up if you had a black one because she know how to.
Come on, man. Kid Capri over here fucking up.
Don't do that. Don't be kids. Don't go out here and be like a Spaces.
I didn't say I was gonna do that. I'm
just you talking back right here like it's cool.
I'm just challenging the mindset because from the age of whatever, we've all heard. At least we've heard somebody say it, or we've heard our parents say something to the effect of "You're not paying bills." That sounds to me when I start paying bills, I get more say so.
No, it's normally because you're probably doing something rebellious or you're not listening. In the first place, because you're doing something rebellious. You're not listening. I understand as a person who was once a child and now have my own children. You're not paying no bills. You're not. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you, once you have them kids, whenever you have them, you know what I mean. You're gonna be like, all right, I get it. I promise you. I promise you will.
You say yeah.
Molly said, "No, it doesn't work like that." I'm not disagreeing with anything anybody's saying. I'm saying I always had an issue with that phrase,
of course,
because if it's like no matter what scenario that comes into the equation, it's still no, don't do it. No, don't do it. No, this is my house. No, I'm paying all the bills. You don't pay bills. No, this is my house. I pay all the bills. All right, a year goes by. The child is paying the bills. Or my name is on the deed.
How often are we
going to push the goalposts
back?
How
often is niggas paying all the bills? You wouldn't be at the crib.
Or whatever bill. I'm just saying, like, hypothetically, you said you ain't paying
the AT&T bill ain't shit, man. Like, people like, no, bro, no.
AT&T, what you mean? Phone bill or cable or what?
Whatever comes with AT&T, it could be the bundle. Like, like none of that shit.
Michael Barrett, what's good, bro? Welcome to the live, bro. I'm saying,
oh my God!
Like,
if I say you don't put gas in my car, and then you start putting gas in my car, then there's a different conversation.
You still can't drive my car how you want to. This is my shit. You can't drive my car how you want.
I'm saying
that goes with the house shit. You don't get to do what the fuck you want to. Just this my shit. Get your shit.
Malcolm,
why can't we get your ass the fuck on? Why would somebody want to back and forth with somebody the whole time if I'm telling you, hey, this my shit?
I'm just saying it's a wild thing. I personally. People shouldn't say that. If that thing is accomplished and you're still saying it, or you're still moving the goalposts back, you shouldn't say it in the first place.
Okay, so what should they say? If they normally, because like I said, a lot of times when a parent tells you, you know what I mean, you don't pay nothing around here, it's normally has something to do with whatever it is, right? You leaving the lights on around here, right?
Mommy say I spent on you mix.
If you leaving the lights on, you don't pay a month. You don't pay the lights, right?
He grew up in a black household. That's all it is. Because I get it. I grew up.
If you don't pay the lights, right, and your parents say you don't pay nothing around here, you don't pay the lights, right? Mm-hmm. So you said they should stop it all together. What should they say to that child?
I'm going to have you pay this bill.
At 10 years old, because we brought 10, right?
Well, I'm talking
at 10 years old. What bill? What money?
Be almost said space is white with a tan. I don't think it should be said, because that automatically puts the thought process in that child's mind. Okay, I need to figure out how I can start paying bills.
And so at any time you was told, have you ever been told that?
Yeah.
And you was thinking about how you could start paying bills. You start giving up your little allowance money to pay some light bills.
At the end of the conversation, I was like, "What? How am I supposed to do that? What? I'm only 10."
You're thinking really deep.
That's too literal. It was basically to turn this shit off when I tell you to turn it off. You don't pay whatever it is.
I agree with that. I 1000% agree with that. Y'all going crazy in the comments.
The HBA say he lying. I think so, man. This nigga, he pulled the stogie approach, being the contrarian.
Yeah, I've been stopped. So I'll go Jerry, they can go back.
Because I'm going to keep going until I'm 40. I told y'all, you niggas not going to be having these conversations when I'm 40. I'm just going to be looking at niggas like this nigga.
You see, I'm 40 already and I stopped?
I see.
I stopped.
That's why I said that's ON shit.
Yeah.
Still a YN until I'm 40.
You're a preteen ON.
Yeah.
Preteen
I'm preteen ON.
Yeah.
Nelson Beauty said, "Do you all believe when a child starts adult responsibilities early, i.e., paying bills, will cause a dysfunctional relationship between the parents and child?" OG said he's slow.
You say what? Yeah, OBGYN.
OBGYN.
OG. I wish I was Heathcliff Huxtable. What? You know what I'm saying? Listen to that.
Do you think a parent having their child pay bills will cause a fringe on a relationship?
No, it's just teaching them responsibility. You're getting some type of responsibility, because we already know when you let kids ride free and just do whatever and don't give them no responsibility, that fucks them up when they're adults. It takes them a long time before they get it and before it clicks in their head about how this world works.
Jay got something to say. He looking like you got something.
I don't believe that children should be taking on full responsibility of any adult. So if that's the question that you're asking, it's going to cause some dysfunctional relationship between the parent and the child. Like, you shouldn't have to take on basically what their responsibility is, right? So anything outside of the necessities, and they want you to pay for it, right? So you might want a specific type of cell phone or whatever. Well, that might cost extra, right? I can get you this government phone.
I get you this flip phone.
What I'm talking about is like I understand what you're saying when you're saying full responsibility. I'm not talking about full responsibility.
Right, no, but I'm going off the question when she said full adult responsibility.
Yeah, I'm not with the full adult responsibility.
Right.
Because you still got to be a kid. I love kids to be kids. Right. That's why we have grown kids and grown folks' business and all that stuff.
Yeah. So as far as adult responsibilities taken on, you paying on somebody else's child care and shit like that,
no.
right? And you're a child yourself. No, I don't agree with that, and I think it could maybe cause some strain for sure.
Yeah.
In that regard, I agree. I think the proper way to handle it, and maybe I'm being naive about this as well, but I think the proper way to handle it is present that as a responsibility that they have to take care of, because once they move out, this is going to be something that they're going to be taking care of.
Yeah, it's like when you do studies about kids who got bank accounts early, they do much better in life. When kids have a little bit of responsibility. I'm not saying 100% you got to feed and clothe yourself, you got to buy everything for yourself, and you got to help pay on this rent. No, like some people might be single mothers might have you helping with that because she need a little help because she don't have nobody and she's doing the best she could. So you might be helping her out, but. For the simple fact, I only can go by what I go by because my son stay with you got both his parents. We're gonna give him a little responsibility.
Slight flex.
We're gonna give him a little responsibility. Like you want a car, okay? You're going to have to probably pay the insurance to the car. We'll get you to pay for the car, but you might have to pay for the insurance. You got a cell phone bill. That's a privilege. You might have to pay for the privilege of the cell phone bill. But as far as the rent going on, these lights on in this house, your food and all that, no, we got that.
Hey, let me get a couple dollars on these rent.
Yeah, like, no, you don't gotta
Give me a couple dollars.
Yeah, on this rent. No, I got that. That's what Pops got here. Because even if he was or was not here, I would still have to pay all this shit regardless.
Right.
So I got this. But your little extra activities, you want to go to the movies, you want to buy you some new J's, you want to buy you, okay, that's extra. So that's on you. But your stuff that you're going to have to go through on a normal basis for you to live, Pops got that. Don't worry about that. Pops got that.
Sugar Bum said agreed. She said, I think people should have mandatory parenting classes before having a child. That's not lucrative enough for the government, Sugar. She also said, I don't think people should be having children before the age of 35 also.
I thought about that before. I mean, this is way after I didn't hear all three of mine. But you know, I did think about it. I think, of course, you'll be more financially successful. At least you should be at 35, right? But of course, that ain't the case, and you know, we can't live in a society that dictates when you should and shouldn't be having children.
Yeah, sounds really good though.
Yeah. Otherwise, we're gonna have a whole bunch of 70-year-old. 80-year-old, you know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah. Grandparents, right? Your first grandchild, you 73.
Molly said parenting classes before parenthood would be helpful. 1,000%. Absolutely. You know, they used to have that stuff in schools.
But who will teach these though? Because you know you got different cultures teaching different things, and you know
they definitely gonna incorporate some gay shit.
See, I was just gonna say see. But what I'm saying is, like, okay, would it be a mixed culture?
Don't call him he.
We have a Asian culture mixed with the white culture.
Boy. That's a girl.
The, you know, the black culture mixed with the Hispanic. You know, with all these cultures combined to teach the parenting class.
Let your boys paint it. Let it paint his nails.
Yeah. See. So yeah.
Oh man, that's hilarious. But yeah, they used to have all that stuff in school. Basically, you know, Molly said just classes on keeping the baby alive and well.
Oh yeah, we used to have that in high school. In health. They don't got health no more?
Nope.
In health? They don't have health class?
I don't think so.
I thought they had health.
I ask my son when I go.
I gotta ask my daughter. I forget. She ain't bring no babies home, which is great.
They should teach health. They should still have health class.
Shit, they still have a home economics.
Well, home ec was an easy A. Let's go, and it was like some females in that.
They should have still have automotive.
Yeah, you definitely
should still have all that stuff. They should have nursing thing.
But they take away a lot of that stuff, man.
Because I remember we was back in Crane from 2000 to 04.
Mm-hmm.
My cousin used to leave off the campus to go to her to like the UIC to go do the nursing stuff.
That's dope.
She came out ready for the nursing program and the nursing the test and all that. She could have went and took that and became a nurse.
Okay, so according to this,
home ec was so fun.
Yeah,
yes, you get to cook.
Schools still offer health classes with many states requiring or encouraging health education for all grade levels, covering topics like nutrition, personal health, and sometimes bullying and offering yourself.
Oh, you know what? Health, I think a lot of times is combined with gym.
Yeah,
that's what it was. So it wasn't like sometimes you would take either a semester or not even a semester, just a quarter, and dedicate it to health.
I ain't gonna even lie to you. Woodshop was dope too.
Yeah, I wish I would have paid attention more because my birdhouse there wasn't no house. But I'd say I wish I paid attention more because like you say, it comes in handy. You got to be real into geometry and shit like that too.
Wood, you can be building shelves at your crib. You can be putting whole bed sets and stuff together. Have you a nice sturdy bed, and you can build all that stuff from the wood shop.
But they try to take a lot of that stuff away and want and we talked about this before. This is when at least in Chicago we had. I'm not sure where you guys are from, but we had vocational schools, and the vocational schools taught a lot of that. Yeah. But they moved it away, and now we got all these quote-unquote tech schools. But you still need the vocational type of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you're going to the academies and stuff like that and tech schools, and that's cool, and we're getting to that part. But it's like, okay, well, we still need the people who's going to build the architects and stuff like that, people who's going to build the homes, the plumbers, and so on and so forth. And they taught all that stuff back in the day.
You remember when the programs had like the AT&T, when AT&T back was called Bell South? Yeah. They had that where you can go from straight out of high school, you can be working for Bell South and putting wires and stuff in buildings and stuff like that.
OG Bolingbrook did that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's how he got into it and was retired at, 45, 50? Like, that stuff really mattered. Like, I'm not going to lie. Then mechanics too, when they had the automotive, they teach you how to change a tire, how to change oil, how to change brakes, all the basic stuff to know how to keep and upgrade on your own car. Absolutely. That stuff was very, very helpful.
Definitely needed.
Yeah.
That's Beauty said they used to pass out male and female condoms in my health class back in high school. Molly said men building things is sexy. They took out the important things out of high schools. Yes.
Absolutely. They don't even do cursive.
Do what?
Cursive.
Oh, yeah, they don't write. Yeah, they don't.
Isn't that obsolete though?
With us, you need the signs and shit.
But I mean,
anybody can write spaces on.
But there's no verification behind it anyway, right?
Shit, it's something. I mean, I don't think you should take it away. Y'all was doing it. Like, why take it away? You're not doing shit else.
Molly our age, ain't it? Because the way she's talking, she's our age. Like, because I heard a lot of women.
I don't know. Ask her favorite cartoon TV show back in the day. What was it?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
She said some old school shit.
Did she say Bill Nye the Science Guy or some shit?
Yeah, she said no. What you say?
Oh, what was the Cyber Chase?
Cyber Chase.
No, I don't know what she said. I don't remember what she said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
she said men.
No, she's roughly our age. Closer to me.
Yeah, these new niggas pay everybody to do everything for them. They pay somebody to come put a TV up, pay somebody to come change a tire, pay somebody to come put a filter in a car, pay somebody to put a battery in a car. Like, bro, you don't know how to do that basic shit?
Yeah.
You tripping.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes the battery is kind of questionable. Not because, and that's just because of the new cars. You know, because it can fuck up your whole computer.
Yeah, but
I get what you're saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, the
newest shit can fuck up your whole car computer.
But putting up a
tire?
Screwing the cabinet up, putting some screws in the cabinet, or like your wife or your girlfriend go get you a TV stand to build, nigga, you got to go pay and go on an app to get somebody to come over here in their house to go build it and put this up?
See. You can use that money to invest.
Yeah, you gotta know how to put up stuff, man. You gotta know how to change a air filter.
I ain't gonna lie. The first time I mounted the TV on the wall, I didn't realize how much this turned into a project. Because I didn't realize I didn't have the tools, right? I didn't have the tools, but I was determined to get this shit up there and looking nice, right? Because I didn't want no raggedy shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I realized, like, damn, I got to go out and get that. You know, so this is back and forth drill. Exactly.
Drill.
So I didn't bought a whole $100 and some dollars stud finder and all that.
Leveler.
Right? Leveler, yes, sir.
Screwdrivers and stuff. So
my nigga got a couple of them. But, but it was like, man, you got to go out and get all this stuff. Yep. And, it turned into a project and I got it up there and that was cool. And I didn't pay nobody because this is something I learned on my own.
Yeah. And then.
And YouTube University.
And then it's... brother like me, I got to go all out because I can't just have the TV on the wall. Now I got to run the cords through the wall. I got to print it out through the bottom. You feel me? And stuff like that. You feel me? So I can't just have it up there just looking all.
No raggedy shit.
Yeah, raggedy shit. No, I got to have my shit nice and neat. So you be like, man, how you do that? Yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
I did. That was all me. Yeah.
Took time.
And the internet dude asked me that too. He say, who put up your TVs? I need some. I said, I did that. He say, you did that for real? He's like, you put the cords in? Yeah, I did that. How you do all that? Nigga, because I know how to use my hands.
The internet, dude. The fuck he there for? Let me put my own internet.
Yeah, he was coming to check the what's it called? He was coming to check the making sure everything was running. You know, you first move into a house, you got to get everything, make sure everything going through cool, signal real good.
Yeah, man. So back to Anthony Edwards.
I forgot about Lord.
So there's a story going on right now that he basically, if you ask me, did something different, right? Did something different. He got a woman pregnant, and instead of the rumor is, instead of him paying 18 years of child support, he's paying the 18 years right up front.
Flat fee.
That's pretty much the story. And from what I was reading, it's a rumor, it's unconfirmed. But theoretically speaking, what are you guys' thoughts about that?
I thought, you know what I'm saying, that was I guess it was a solid play. It wasn't no necessarily win. Like I said, I mean, condoms like $2.50. So all that could have been avoided, so, and, I don't know about y'all, but I ain't gonna say that what I said in the group text, but yeah, no, I just don't think at any point that it's worth $1 million. Or however much you had to pay.
Yeah.
I don't see it being worth that. You could have just saved yourself all of that problem by the $2.50. Yeah.
I looked at it as like I was like I don't think, because when you give that $1 million up, that shit is gonna be gone in the first 5 years.
Yeah, I don't want to see him on the 30 for 30.
Yeah.
I never want to see him on the 30 for 30.
And then
talking about he ain't got no money.
Yeah. Then when you do that, she's gonna find a way to come back and ask for more. Cause you doing that based off your salary right now. He's doing that based off your salary right now. Bro, he got 2 more good max deals in him.
But that was
He's 23.
That was the whole deal that they were talking about, is that he paid up front so he wouldn't have to. It was to avoid that.
Yeah, and he got 2-3 more good. Anthony Edwards is going to be making north of a half a B. Mm-hmm. His contract is going to be like $500 million, $560. Because he's coming on these Supermax. They didn't redid these deals. They didn't renegotiate the what-you-call-us. So I think, like you say, he was trying to do that to get out of that, if this is true. Because we're going off basic if this is true.
Right. This is I found out today that it was rumors.
Yeah. So we're going off base if this was true. And it's always, to me, just like they say, the disclosures.
NDA?
The NDA. People get around those. So you think she's not going to find a way to get around this? With a lawyer? A slick lawyer, if he can get some more money, he's going to find a way to get around this.
Absolutely.
So you just paid $1 million, now you're going to have to pay another $10 million on the back end because your contract is north of a B.
So Aisha Howard, the mother of Anthony Edwards' child, has addressed and debunked the viral rumor, claiming Edwards requested to pay 18 years of child support up front, clarifying that no such arrangement exists.
Okay.
So,
hey, good luck to y'all.
Hey, that's them though, man.
Yeah, good luck to y'all. Yeah, how you feel about it, Spaces?
I have.
She's a predator too, by the way.
How old is she?
She's 38, 39. That's old nigga activity.
23?
Yeah, old nigga activity. Old cougar activity.
Molly said he better get a good accountant, financial advisor.
Yeah.
But this is the thing, right? Because ultimately my thoughts are against him and how he's moving.
Mm-hmm. Cause he got 4 different ones.
I thought it was a crazy number like in the teens.
Nah, I heard like 4 for sure.
I thought it was a crazy number in the teens. Maybe I could be wrong. My homie
4
said
potential children.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because
in the last 2 years.
Yeah,
that's what I pulled up before with this one.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the only one that I saw. Anthony Edwards embroidered 100K baby deletion scandal after Instagram model exposes text.
All right.
And I was going down and I was reading it. If it's gonna let me. It won't let me scroll. All right, well, but yeah, I was reading the text messages and like anybody can screenshot some text messages, whatever the case. But assuming that these text messages are real, let's see.
And yeah, DHPX, she's a predator. And if I told you it was some predators in the water, you gonna pull your dick out? You know what I'm saying? No.
There it is.
No. You gonna no.
See, like,
fuck out of here.
She said, I still have an appointment on the 27th. Heck no, I can't do this. So now what? Wow, what a great response. Get a deletion. Honestly, I had a deletion with my son around 2 years ago. I regret it every day.
Oh, that's crazy.
Now you want to be noble.
That's crazy.
Killing kids.
She's the one who got the kid by the little baby, right?
If I'm not mistaken, yeah, I read that, but I heard that.
Been the lead baby since you been 13. Now you want to be noble.
Now you want to be noble.
Now you got 13 bodies on that thing.
The other girl, if I'm not mistaken,
what's one more?
What's one more? Let me see, because now she responded to this, and I think to an extent she responds to it, but she admits that she has at least one more child, and if I'm not mistaken,
I thought it
was little baby
child.
Yeah. Now where did
she already went like? Motherfucking winning.
All right, so I just happened to see this on Reddit.
Her voice made me. Oh my gosh, she's annoying.
You saw this?
Yes. 13 to blush. It's crazy.
13.
I've also come to realization that there are certain
Oh.
allegations that I will never ever beat with you guys. I came into this situation with the status because I have a child by a very successful
Yeah, 13 abortions. You a serial killer.
From then, I'm viewed as a certain type of woman because I'm beautiful and have a nice body. And normally women like that attract a certain caliber of men, which is also not my fault. And now that I am in yet another situation where I now have a child with another successful man, there is no telling you guys that I'm not a gold digger. You guys, it's no beating those allegations at all. The only thing that irritates me is
Hey, pause it real quick.
comments that say,
She said she had a deletion like 2 years ago. So I was wondering, like, who was that nigga? Was like just a random nigga?
That was a different girl that had the.
Oh, okay.
That was a different girl.
All right.
A different Instagram model.
Okay.
Before her.
Before her.
So that's another reason why I'm against Anthony Edwards in this, because you have a pattern, bro.
Yeah, he's dumb for sure.
And then I don't care how much money you make, bro. Like if you can't tell me that this instance and smashing this chick is worth the amount of money that you're gonna possibly pay out in child support, even if it's not I think it's $1.8 million, which is a small fraction of the amount of money you're gonna make.
Mm-hmm.
That's stupid.
oh, you're a gold digger, or you kept the baby for a check. What if I came to y'all's pages, right? And I compare the men that you have children with to the men that I have children with. And I said, you were digging for poverty when you picked him to be your baby daddy, weren't you? Oh, you kept that baby for an extra income tax credit, didn't you? Or you kept that
She tried to
baby
eat right there though.
for a couple extra $100 in food stamps, didn't you? Or you kept that baby for an extra Section 8 voucher. Is that why you kept your baby?
That's motherfucker.
Now, if that was triggering, that's how I feel every time somebody says, do you even love that baby? You kept that baby for a check.
She's a gold digger without question. Without question, because if she wasn't a gold digger, then why would anybody mess with anything less than what they can acquire, right? There's that. But at the same time, if you weren't for the money, then you would be messing with these. Maybe you have at some point in your life, but you'd be messing with these dudes that don't have anything.
That's why she deleted their babies.
That kills me. Like, I can hear Molly like this right now, because I already know how. Well, I don't know, but I imagine how Molly's going to respond. Nasty Beauty said, I really dislike how the majority of these IG models sound like corn stars.
That's a fact. That's the first thing that came to my mind is like, she a prostitute. Because you said every baby you had, dude is a millionaire. But like Jerry, they said, okay, I want to know the deletion that you had 2 years ago. Who was that baby buying? Why you didn't keep that baby?
Well, that was a different girl.
No, I thought she said she had a deletion 2 years ago.
No, what I pulled up before was a different.
Oh, so that wasn't her.
Yeah, I don't know anything about whether she had deletions or not. But Molly said little baby's money is drying up. She needed more income.
Hey, man. But I don't really blame them. I blame these niggas who study just going after them because they got fat asses and they cute. They ain't doing shit but fucking up your life. But keep letting them fuck up your life, man. You like it, I love it. Matter of fact, I think she need to get more. Matter of fact, yeah, I don't think 1.8 is enough. I think she need like 50% of that nigga check. Maybe that nigga stop just fucking and nothing in anything that goes around. I think she need to get more child support, to be honest.
It probably wouldn't work. We've already established that broke niggas.
Yeah, I think she need more.
It's gonna fuck. And,
Yeah,
and
I
bust
do
some
that,
shit.
but I think she need more. I think she need more.
Nah. Fuck that.
Yeah, I think so. I think she need more.
Nah.
I think she need to get more. I don't think she got enough.
The way I'm perceiving this though is if I'm not mistaken, he said he doesn't want to have anything to do with the woman or the child.
I thought he said he didn't want no babies.
Shit,
But you give that,
like
and that's what I'm saying. Like,
No, man.
and that, and I get that, right? Because we hear dudes say that all the time.
Yeah, and I understand them. But when the baby here, the baby here.
You give that thought process up. You give that right up once you shoot up the club.
Why not get snipped?
Or why not get that button? I thought they had a button.
I don't know nothing about that.
What's the button?
I thought they had a button.
But why not get snipped though?
That's true too. I thought they had a button.
And I think they can got all that bread. They can attach it.
They can reverse it.
Reverse it.
Hey, be like, Gilly, put your dick on the shelf while you outside. Ain't that's what Gilly say outside? Put your dick on the shelf, man. You got your dick on the shelf, dude.
DHPA said, "Ma, somehow you got darker."
Yeah, I know.
Nasa Beauty said he moved on to a new GF right now. But see, this is my thing, right? It's one thing for them to separate. Now there's a baby into the equation. And one thing I cannot stand, and my opinion to him doesn't matter, whatever. I don't care. One thing I can't stand is a man that's going to get a woman pregnant and then turn around and act like he doesn't want to be in the baby's life. You knew that you were going into this definitely more than once raw.
Yeah.
You knew what could come of this. You knew what you were doing. I don't care if you tell her that you don't want to have babies. Then you're not telling me that you don't want to have babies by the fact that you're going to her raw and shooting the club up.
Oh, I got to push back on you because I'm on the thing sentiment of that too now. He said he didn't want a baby and you still make him have a baby. I still look at you crazy. Even though you're right. It still takes two. You're right on that. I'm on the fence of both of that. But if he's telling you, oh, I don't want no kids, I don't want no kids, I don't want no kids, but you still had a kid, hey, kid here now, bro, you got to take care of your responsibility. I'm on the verge of that. But this nigga did tell you he ain't want no kids. So you got to look to like, if he's telling you he ain't want no kids, you got to, in your mind, I'm going to be a single mother.
And if I'm not absolving her of anything.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not absolving her of anything whatsoever.
She already knew that though. That wasn't what she was after.
Exactly.
She was after the bread.
She was after the bread. And she was after his bread, and he gonna give it to her he gonna give her 1 point. Well, theoretically, again, they say that this is not
a fool proven. And his money will soon part ways, man.
Drop that bar real good.
You know what I'm saying?
Just hope that he can last it, and I hope it ain't too late for.
It's gonna be a 30 for 30.
I hope he don't go broke by just having all these kids and study because he on the pace of having like 10 kids in the next 2 years.
He gonna be like Sean Kemp.
Yeah. So even though you got the long money now and this is you getting paid $20-something, $30 million a year, like Cam Newton say, when them shits dry up, when you're in the off season and when you're retired, you ain't getting that money no more. You got to double down. You got to back up on your finances and cut your budgets and stuff.
He gonna be doing interviews with Vlad for $500.
Oh shit!
He might be on our show. Hey, I got $500 out your hand. I do. I got it. Shit, that's gonna make our shit go up. I got it. I invested.
You right. I gotta go with you. I gotta go with you because you did say the invest part. Yeah, you right.
I'm investing.
DHPX said the Pum Pum was decent. Molly said, I hope he goes broke for having so many kids with different mothers. So he has other kids already?
He has four. He has four in the last 2 years.
Full potential. And definitely one that looks like this.
Yeah, it's 4 in the last 2 years.
Yeah, he's an idiot. I mean, but he a dog on the court. Like,
yeah, he's nice.
He
Oh yeah, I saw his numbers.
Yeah,
I saw his number when I was reading the article.
But he's an idiot.
It's like 24 points, like 9 assists, 5 rebounds and 9 assists or something like that.
Yeah,
dog.
Yeah, he'll dunk on your ass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think what that errs on the side of what it is that I think is going on with these younger players and them having the money up front for their contracts. From what I understand, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong.
What you mean having money up front?
But it's like previously the players had to work up to the money that they got.
No. But when you still got to do the same thing because when you come in, you get a baseline rookie contract. Now you the more you start getting, you become an all-star, you become a superstar, and all that stuff. You get these titles. Now your salary can go up from that. Now your second contract is be like that. Then your third track is you outperform that, it goes up even higher because you is that player. It don't just come out like football was, where they were signing rookie quarterbacks back in the day to motherfucking shit that's making higher than more than a veteran or something like that. Like Peyton Manning and Brady, rookies was coming in making more than them, and they winning Super Bowls. Mm-hmm. Now it ain't like that no more. You get decent bread when you come in, but the better you do, you'll get your next contract will be even higher and stuff like that.
Okay, Molly just brought up a question. Well, she made a statement, but I'm asking it as a question. She said these women getting pregnant by these men aren't smart either.
We already know.
No, they're not smart, but they're there for a goal, right? So they have a goal. You know what I mean? What's his goal? That's what I'm saying. Like they have a goal. We know these is gold diggers, right? So they're just trying to quote unquote survive, right? And maybe that's their only option. But how he not see that? There's so many people, dare I call them pioneers before him, right? That have went down that same road. I just said Sean Kemp and so many other NBA players, NFL players, entertainers that's all doing the same thing. Like, what is y'all end game? You niggas are silly. You know what I mean?
And it's so many examples of how many people are getting finessed. And
it's not finessement. It's not a finesse. Finesse is you not knowing. Finesse is you getting sneaked and getting caught off guard.
I agree.
You
falling for this.
You ain't even falling. Like you. Come on, man.
You ain't falling for it.
Doing this. What is going to work?
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing, man.
Nothing.
It's too many examples of how people are getting messed up by people that preceded Anthony
Edwards.
I keep wanting to call him Anthony Brown for some reason. Anthony Edwards. And I think this is what it means. This is what it looks like when people are not desensitized, but make so much money that it's like $1 million is nothing.
It's cornball shit because you could look at, people say what they want about LeBron, and maybe he got some kids out here, I don't know, that whatever. But as far as the ones that we know, he went on here, had there with his wife, and that was it. Michael Jordan.
Kept that shit on the wraps.
You know what I mean? Just all the guys that you could think, Kobe Bryant. So those guys like that. These is cornball niggas.
Yeah, and guess what? You know they out here fucking. They not just fucking their wives.
Mm-hmm.
They not.
I can agree to that.
I don't know what these niggas are doing.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying? I don't know what these niggas are doing.
It's a good chance.
Maybe they is, maybe they ain't.
It's a good chance that they not. They got so much money. They be in so many cities. They got so much access to money, to women and stuff like that. So it's a good chance that they're not. But you keep that shit on the wraps, and you don't got no side babies. And if you do have a side baby, you got her under wraps to where she ain't coming out. She's well taken care of. Well, nobody ever know. But y'all know what's going on behind closed doors.
Yeah, the one thing, you know how in the movie Shark Tale, Oscar the fish was at the bottom of the I want to say totem pole, but I forget what it is. But he said there's whale poo. His boss said there's whale poo above Oscar. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
The only people that are lower than whale poo are men in particular that go out and be violent against innocent people. Those are disgusting men. But the above that, to me, are men that go out and get women pregnant and know that they don't want the fatherly responsibility, and then try to say, I didn't want the baby, so because I didn't want the baby, you shouldn't bring it into the equation. When you go and you have unprotected sex with it, there are before, during, and after measures to baby prevention. She could be on birth control, condom, Plan B, and then after the first 3 have been exercised, if this baby just so happens to still make it through all that baby might be Superman. But you still have that.
Hey, well, if a baby make it through a deletions, well, he deserves to be.
You know what, Spaces? I agree with you. I think the thing is with this situation is that you have a opportunistic person, which is the baby's mother, right? And then you have him as a nigga who don't get no fuck. So really, the only time is really this only affects the child.
Yep,
and
right?
that's what
this
I mean.
only affects the child. So he's a nigga that don't give no fuck. Now, I think the thing is that if he was doing this to like women that he was quote unquote actually acting like he loved or some shit, you know what I'm saying? It would be even worse, because now you kind of made it seem like, you know what I'm saying, you love this person, so, and then you probably, because that happens all the time, right?
Yeah.
When people try to act like they love a person or whatever, and then they pop them off and then leave them.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
This is a little different where she already know when she coming, like she's using her body to try to obtain some.
It's supposed to be fun.
Yeah, well, she not for her. This is work.
No,
this is a hoe.
She
You
goes
know what I'm
in there
saying?
with
This
a
is a hoe, right? This
It was
is
fun for him, work for her.
yeah. It was fun for him, and I think that's the difference. Was like both of them are really to blame, and God gonna run back the tape on both their asses because God don't play about the kids.
And that's why my ultimate gripe with this whole situation is that I cannot stand the fact that the baby's going to be left in hanging.
Because you know, internet, this shit can't be deleted.
Yeah,
They're gonna see this. They're gonna pull up all these files and all this stuff. Because your dumb niggas put everything on the internet anyway. So your kids and all that stuff gonna be like, oh, you really didn't want me. You wanted to abort me. Oh, mama, you was around here just fucking my daddy. You didn't even really like him like that. You just wanted some money. So I was just a meal ticket to you. You ain't had your own job. Like, it's just all this stuff gonna get brought up. And when your kids start, don't get unreal now. Don't start asking real questions now. And don't try to, go backwards from asking the real question now. Be real, just like you always been. Then straight up, like you say, you're a down, true-ass bitch. Be a true-ass bitch when you answering questions for your kids.
Nelson Beauty said, this is the modern woman's version of getting to the bag.
hey, do what you gotta do.
Molly said, rappers and athletes go broke so fast, I wouldn't do it. DHPX said, Mike got kids in the NBA, Anthony Edwards and his big brother, Jimmy Butler.
Derrick Rose's father is Rod Strickland.
Probably so.
DHPX, the next few are from him. He said, N-word, you be watching Shark Tales? Yes. I love animated movies. Space's favorite cartoon was VeggieTales. VeggieTales be popping.
It's a real cartoon?
VeggieTales, yeah.
That's Christian based, ain't it?
Yeah, it's a Christian cartoon where vegetables run the society, and they basically teach kids lessons about.
Oh, that should have been crazy if the vegetables were eating the motherfucking humans.
No, I don't think there's any humans at all. The characters in the show are vegetables.
Okay.
Vegetables and fruit. Molly said people have to stop fornicating. And DHPX said that's not happening anytime soon. Mary was fornicating with the Lord. I'm just...
You just reading, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
Molly said, sadly, it's a lost virtue in society, and that's facts. Nelson Beauty said, you paying. That's payment. Riley to granddad. They need to reboot Boondocks. So bring that back.
Classic. For sure.
Oh, man. All right, so y'all got to go because we passed our mark. Or y'all can't have time for this last one.